First, the headlines. State media fraternity staged sit-in protest condemning attack on editor of Naharolgi Thodang Khoirom Loya Lakpa. And Northeastern Development Finance Corporation Limited successfully boosts business marketing of Manipur's Chakhau Kachai Lemon, claims its General Manager Ramhui Dei Jaliang. Hello, very good afternoon everyone and welcome to Pm-Istv English News at this hours. You're with me, Jing Shubham Kankaps Chanu. Now let's see the news in details. Amju and EGM organized a sit-in protest at Kaisampat Lemajam Lekai Community Hall condemning the attack on editor of Naharolgi Thodang Khoirom Loya Lakpa. It may be mentioned that a non-armed assailant opened fire on the vehicle of Khoirom Loya Lakpa, editor-in-chief of the vernacular Delhi Naharolgi Thodang, before physically assaulting him late Wednesday night in Imphal East District. A joint emergency meeting was convened yesterday by Amju and EZM at Manipur Press Club, and the meeting resolved to hold a sit-in protest at Kaisampat Lemajam Lekai to condemn the assault. The sit-in protest held under the banner "Protest Against a Live Attempt to Journalists" condemned the brutal attack on media person and demanded the authority to arrest the culprits. Speaking on the occasion, President of Amju Asem Bhakta informed that the union strongly condemned the live attempt on editors of Naharolgi Thodang Khoirom Loya Lakpa. He said rather than using violence, the issue could have resolved if the concerned group approached EZM and Amju. He then urged all concerned not to repeat such act in future.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯗ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯇ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯒꯤꯅꯣꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯈꯪꯍꯟꯕꯤꯌꯣꯕ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯑꯔꯥꯟꯕ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯏꯔꯨꯕꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯕꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨ ꯈꯪꯉꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯨ ꯃꯗꯨ ꯀꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯥꯜꯂꯤ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯀꯌꯥꯝ ꯆꯨꯝꯃꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅꯁꯨ ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯒ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯇꯧꯅꯕ ꯌꯥꯒꯦꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯕꯒꯤ ꯔꯨꯝꯗꯨꯁꯨ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯇꯧꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯔꯣꯡꯂꯤ ꯀꯟꯗꯦꯝ ꯇꯧꯏ ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯗꯤꯁꯨ ꯇꯧꯔ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯥꯛꯏ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯗꯨꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯗꯤ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯍꯤꯡ ꯅꯨꯡꯗꯥꯡ ꯈꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯁꯨꯝꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯗꯤꯁꯇꯔꯕ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯅꯨꯡꯅꯥꯡꯕ ꯄꯣꯛꯄ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗꯗꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯀꯅꯥꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯂꯩꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯏꯗꯤꯇꯔꯁ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯂꯩꯔꯒꯅ ꯏꯗꯤꯇꯔꯁꯇ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯤꯔꯛꯑꯣ ꯑꯝꯖꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯂꯩꯔꯒꯅ ꯑꯝꯖꯨꯗ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯤꯔꯛꯑꯣ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯦ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯦ ꯃꯥꯁꯤ ꯁꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯧꯔꯦ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯁꯤ ꯂꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯈꯣꯠꯂꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯇꯧꯔ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯟ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯇꯧꯐꯝ ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯇꯧꯅꯕꯅ ꯐꯒꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯩ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯑꯄꯤꯜ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯤ.
General Manager of Northeastern Development Finance Corporation Limited, Ramhui Dei Jaliang, has claimed that NEDFI has successfully helped Manipur's Kachai, Lemon and Chakhau thrive in business and marketing. He made the statement during an interaction program held for media delegation from Northeast State who are on a 5-day press tour to Guwahati, organized by the Press Information Bureau and the Office of the Northeastern Development Finance Corporation Limited at its office located at Dishpur, Assam. Deputy Manager NEDFI Hirok Jyoti Bhashya and Assistant Manager Sagmatiar Pukhant too attended the interaction program. NEDFI officials further highlighted how the corporation has been extensively supporting farmers of the rural and remote areas in enhancing their production. They also shared its measures being taken up to produce juice from Kachai lemon. It was further emphasized that NEDFI has helped in marketing over 300 metric tons of Manipur's Chakhau in many states of India, including Odisha, Tamil Nadu and Delhi. Furthermore, the official announced their initiative of providing Chakhau to Taj hotels in Mumbai. General Manager NEDFI Ramhuide E. Jeliang continued that there are many microfinance companies. However, these companies charge very high rates of interest. On the other hand, microfinance institutes developed by NEDFI offered less interest rates of 17 to 18% as compared to others, which is about 27 to 28%. He also explained about the vision of the NEDFI, which is to boost economy of the rural and remote areas.
So our MFIs will lesser charge and go into different remote areas. And we also give them a lower rate of interest, and then we will ask them to specific districts where we tell them. Not there. If they have to go, they will do it the business where they get the profit. But what we will do it, we are giving it to cheaper rate. You go into the areas like Changlang district, right, Arunachal Pradesh, the Lunglei, the Champai, the Ukrul, or any remote districts. We will tell them you have to finance in this district. If they finance in that district, then we will give them. So those districts we will select where formal banking business is not there and MFIs are also not going. Those districts we will select and facilitate the financing.
Manipur Students Federation urged Chief Minister of Manipur Y. Kem Chan to address its demand for implementation of the Manipuri language as a medium of instruction in its schools, the translation of textbooks into the local language. The memorandum included demand for enforcing the Manipur Official Language Act 1979 to strengthen the Manipuri language and aligned with National Education Policy NEP 2020 of introducing the Manipuri language as a medium of instruction in schools and colleges and translating academic materials. MSF also urged for development of vocabulary, DLPI, Manipuri dictionary, encyclopedia and standard glossary with the mother tongue. Under the aegis of MLA of Kundrakpam AC, Thokchom Lokeshwar, Kundrakpam Block Congress Committee organized Sangathan Srijant Abhiyan at Multipurpose Community Hall of Sagolmang. Manipur AICC observer Sangathan Srijant Abhiyan, Manipur, Sarat Rod and many office bearers of MPCC to attend the program. It was stated that Sangathan Srijant Abhiyan and organization's rejuvenation campaigns initiated on April 15, 2025 aims to strengthen the party at the grassroots level by restructuring district units and selecting new District Congress Committee presidents. The campaign is being guided by Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge and leaders of the opposition Rahul Gandhi. Hindi Institution and Music Institution opened at Lyric Vocational Skills and Entrepreneurship Training Center, Kumbong. It may be mentioned that the institute had earlier opened vocational course and entrepreneurship training program. Secretary of Manipur Hindi Parishad A. Brajakumar, Principal MHMV L. Kamal and Finance Secretary MHP Gosai Sharma and Principal LVTC Group of Institution and Kamal graced the occasion as dignitaries. Official of LVTC Group of Institutions highlighted that the opening of Music Institution and Hindi Institution will become a boon for the residents of the Kumbong who have interest in learning Hindi and music.
Hariba Institute Asina Hindi Gilamda Mange Somda Lariba Satra Sinda Ahoba Laiba Dum Soidana mentioned Ngamani Hedana Asatawi, but Kandya Sangit Bidapit, Hariba, Laknoda Laiba, Institute Asigi Makada, a place in Tongjaduna, a queen Miamda, Ishaitam Hibidi, Music College Malaga, a queen Ishaitamba, Bokengi, Instrumentengi, Danski, Madugi Kudung Chaba Dusu, Hariba LBTC, Group of Institute Asina, Miamda, Tamba Pangabagi, Kudung Chaba Masu, Pijagani.
In the national news, we have a member of parliament from the Shillong parliamentary constituency, Dr. Ricky A.J. Singkong, passed away last evening after suffering a massive cardiac arrest. He was 54. Dr. Singkong, a prominent leader of the Voice of the People Party, was widely regarded as a strong and articulate voice for Meghalaya in national politics. According to sources, the incident occurred while he was playing futsal at Mawing, where he suddenly collapsed. He was immediately rushed to the hospital. President Draupadi Murmu today expressed grief over the demise of the Lok Sabha MP from Shillong, Dr. Ricky Andrew A. Singkong. In a social media post, President Murmu said that Dr. Singkong contributed to the development of Meghalaya and worked for the welfare of the people. The president also extended her condolences to his family and followers. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today expressed grief over the passing away of Lok Sabha MP from Shillong, Dr. Ricky A.J. Singkong. In a social media post, Prime Minister Modi said that Dr. Singkong will be remembered for his dedicated service to the people of Meghalaya. The Prime Minister also prayed for Dr. Singkong and extended his condolences to his family, friends and supporters during this difficult time. In the international news, we have U.S. President Donald Trump has warned Iran to come to terms with the United States on the nuclear deal within 10 to 15 days. Interacting with reporters after Board of Peace inaugural meeting, President Trump stated that the U.S. wants to reach an agreement. However, he added that if no deal is made, it will be unfortunate for Iran. He said 2 weeks should be enough time. Earlier, Iran had refused to meet U.S. and Israeli demands to reduce its missiles program or stop supporting various armed groups. Iran and Russia held joint military drills as a second American aircraft carrier arrived in the Middle East yesterday, but the U.S. and Iran have indicated that they are ready for war if negotiation over Iran's nuclear program fell. Iran also conducted military drills that involved live fire in the Strait of the Hormuz earlier this week. Internal tensions in Iran are growing, with people holding memorial services for protesters killed by security forces 40 days ago. Some gatherings have seen anti-government chants despite threats from authorities. At the signing ceremony of the Pm-Istv declaration between India and the United States, U.S. Secretary of State for Economic Affairs Jacob Halberg said that the agreement represents a shared commitment to building the future through innovations and partnership, highlighting the growing India-U.S. collaboration in the emerging technologies. Jacob Halberg said both countries are affirming a pro-innovation approach to artificial intelligence. He noted that the partnership seeks to counter efforts that may constrain technological progress, promoting open democratic innovation ecosystem. Emphasizing on the Pm-Istv declaration, Mr. Halberg said that this document is not merely an agreement on paper, but a roadmap for a shared future. He noted that both nations are building a new architecture that diffuses intelligence, placing the power of AI into the palms of people's hands and unleashing a wave of unprecedented possibilities. And well, before we close, the headlines once again. State media fraternity staged sit-in protest condemning attack on editor of Naharolgi Thodang Khoirom Loyalakpa. And Northeastern Development Finance Corporation Limited successfully boosted business marketing of Manipur's Chakhao Kachai Lemon, claims its General Manager Ramhide E. Jaliang. Well, that was all we have for the moment. We'll be back with more updates. Stay tuned. Thank you for joining with us.